Hello there, and welcome to Modded Cobalt Core. Today I wanted to try a specific character by the name of Terra, who was made by Terrato, I believe is how you pronounce the creator's name. Terra's main gimmick or feature as a character is that they have a mechanic called tax, where every 3 tax an enemy has or you have, you get dealt 1 damage. So if I give like 3 attacks to the first enemy, then at the end of every turn they get 1 damage. If for some reason I have 3 attacks, then at the end of my turn I take 1 damage. And then this does scale. So for example, if the enemy has 15 attacks, at the end of their turn they take 5 damage. And that's how tax works. And then a lot of cards cares about either spending tax or just putting more tax on the enemy. So yeah, pairing up with Terra, I decided to go with Dizzy, so we get a more defensive team. That way we can have the tax go longer on the enemies, and then we can block any damage we might receive. And then I threw Max into here just for some extra support so we can see more of what Terra can do. And then yeah, we're going to run the Gemini just as a fun ship that's different. And dive right in. Obviously we have Dizzy, so we probably want that 4th shield slot. And then from here we have 3 repair yards. And yeah, removing 2 cards is basically what I like doing. Going from an 13 card deck all the way down to an 8 card deck is kind of nice. And that's not even considering the fact that I can remove exhausting cards. And yeah. I might need tax evasion later. But I'm going to try and avoid using it. Basic block helped. Okay, we attack 1 more time. And here I need tax evasion, so good thing I kept it. I'm going to get rid of block shot. And then tax evasion did help with gaining temp shield, which also helps maintain my evade. With this team comp, evade is my weakest area for sure. Because none of the characters are strong evade characters in the slightest. Sure, Dizzy has something like Converter, but that's pretty much it. Max, you have like Autopilot, which is a source of movement, but that can be awkward to use. And yeah. Attack, and I win. Okay. So with tax evasion, I don't want this to get too high. Or I don't want to spend too much tax. I think I'm better off just putting as much tax on the enemy as possible. So my main plan is to rely on something like Tariff to do that for me. Dice roll, I don't want to bloat that up too much. This singular card is my damage output for now. So that just leaves Converter. It is an evade source, which is something that's important to recognize. With that said, I don't have any elites this act if I want the 3 repair yard route. So I don't think I need too much support. And yeah, I guess we can take an artifact. Okay. Some initial attacks at the start of the game, or each fight, is pretty nice. Okay. So let's see here. We can move off to the side, get rid of corrupted core. Okay. I am going to make a prediction in that I don't need tax evasion this fight. So we're getting rid of it. Get rid of basic block. If I am spending resources on dodging the enemy, I want it to do more. Yeah, we can basic swap here. Oh, I want to admin deploy this instead. Oh, that's fine. I can just do 1 damage for now. And then, yeah, block shot. I want to keep a reroll for a tiny bit longer. Shield surge. For sure, getting rid of block shot. Again, my main goal is to deal with this ship the best way I can. Reroll. I was hoping to be able to exhaust block shot. Oh well. We will live. I guess I can get rid of reroll, that's fine. It's a bit annoying, but at this point we're kind of close to just winning. Okay, remove a card. We don't need basic shot. This is our damage output. The rest of our deck is just dedicated to keeping us alive. Hit, destroy you, get rid of you. And 7 cards, so we need 2 more admin deploys. Which isn't too hard of a task to get done. Okay, and that is 5 cards. Cool. So we have a guaranteed tax each turn. Destroy, hit, get more evade. Destroy. Make sure we keep adding more tax. We will eventually outscale Monarch here. And yeah. And we win. Okay, this is a fun card. Just doubling all tax. That makes it so we don't even need Tariff anymore. We just need this card. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Energy refund I think is going to be important, as I probably want to do the B upgrade for this. Overcharger, it's whatever. And then let's get this started. Okay, we have the scary enemy. I'm gonna go energy refund is nice. And this should make it so I only need to worry about one shield next turn. You... And randomly attacking doesn't help too much. I guess I don't want to be spending taxes if I can help it. Although maybe that is a mistake. Keep on doubling. Protect my ship for this turn. Get rid of a basic block. Okay. Oh, I'm taking double damage here. That's fine. I didn't lose any shield. Okay, we are very close. Okay, and that enemy does scare me sometimes. Okay. The question is going to become, how do I handle this enemy? And that is a good question. I think for now I just need the better source of evade. And then just get rid of reroll. Then have the deck a tiny bit. Hit. Sure, I can spend one evade for now. Hit. You. Double everything. Move off to the side, and then one tax evasion. I didn't even need to move. That was a mistake on my end. No, I still need to attack with a cannon. Okay, this turn is solved for. Okay. Double everything. Move over, attack. And then gain some temp shield. Eventually this number gets too large, so just playing, what's it called? Tax evasion doesn't hurt as bad. In fact, yeah, let's just do that again. Shield surge. Okay. I can go 1, 2, and that. Maybe I could have ordered that slightly better, I don't know for sure. Okay. 1, 2. As long as I hit you, I'm fine. Let's also take the other big number out of the question. Okay. We made it through. That's the important thing. Oh, what does this do? Okay, so I can't spam this. Since I will take damage. It does go through shield first. But it, like, scales up, so... There might be a fun infinite you can do with tenacity, but I don't think you can. Mitosis might be relevant here. Just get some extra defense. And then Transdimensional Cockpit is pretty nice. Just thin out how much of our ship can actually get hit. Armored Bay would also be a good pickup as well. So yeah, for this fight, just due to how it's set up, we only ever need to have one evade for us to fully dodge the attack. Sure, we can double it. Okay. 3 and 3, we should win. There we go. Okay, Math.Max is for sure an interesting card I can pick up. Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up and then immediately upgrade it. That way I can safety lock it and try to do some combos with this team comp. Okay. There we go. That's doubled. And let's make sure that Sasha does not attack the ball at all. Don't need mitosis. And that should be a win. Okay. Again, these two cards makes up our damage output. So Cockpit Lock-On, not considering it, it doesn't do anything for us here. Sticky Note, sometimes we have run into cases where we can't actually play this card. In which case we kind of need to get a workaround, or we just might want to play it on a future turn, so Sticky Note, pretty decent. Government Grant, we don't use bailout too much. We don't have a way to gain negative statuses. So yeah, I think it's just going to be sticking out for now. Okay, mitosis gets started. Corrupted core, remove that. Let's get more taxes. And yeah, let's just move on from there. Okay. Double it. Get rid of the Seeker Missile. And yeah, let's gain some resources. Okay. That will double it again. And then sadly I do have to remove one. I can't keep doubling it without... well, without doing nothing, is what I should say. But we win on phase 1. Okay, let's double it. And then I'm going to keep block shot around just to better manage this. Sure, we can give the opponent some more tax to deal with. Let's double it again. Okay, I am hoping I can double it one more time. Oh no, at this point, it's just... I deal full damage. Because it can only take 10, and at 30, that's just 10 damage. I thought the mod creator might like this. I'm gonna take a quick screenshot. Okay. And yeah, end turn. I don't think we need anything. The shield might be nice. But so is deck thinning, so... Again, government grant doesn't do much for us here, so it's rebound reagent. Okay. I'm currently taking 6 damage. That drops it down to I'm only taking 1. Which he does heal. Double first and then remove 1. But then, yeah, I can remove basic block. Just get that thinned out. Get mitosis started. Double everything first, then use tax evasion. There we go, 3 damage a turn isn't horrible. I think we're going to win in 2. Yeah, that's 6 damage? Yeah, that's 6. Okay, spare cash, it's another way to get bailout, but we have no use for it right now. With that said, I will point out that the A upgrade could lead to an infinite if we got something like safety lock. We just have a much better card to put safety lock on right now, though, for infinite purposes. Same with Enrage. Enrage might honestly be funny to also try and do infinites with. Because it can draw itself, and we can make it so the enemy just keeps getting more power drive, but it can't do anything about it, while it just gets more and more attacks. But that's overcomplicating things, so we will skip. Okay, fine. I will pick up Government Grant. It doesn't really do anything for us. Like, I mean, the one fight it might have done something for is this one, where it has the solar flare, event. No, not event. I honestly don't know what the game calls it, but, it's basically the type of battle you fall into instead of a standard one. Oh, yeah, let's double everything. Mitosis gets played, and then from there, I don't think I do anything. Get you started, get you started, get you started. In next shop, I should look into seeing if tax evasion has a decent upgrade I can throw on it. Okay, we win on this turn. Persistence, this in its own right is a decent win con, but, like, I mean, kind of just have the better version of that for now. Market crash, we don't really need to use. So yeah, I think it's a skip. And there we go, we get the all-important safety lock. Sadly, I don't think there's a way for me to really gain too much energy. Oh, wait. This has a zero cost card. Okay. So yeah, let's see here. Now let's draw, thin out the deck a little bit. Let's see here. Tooth could give us an infinite potentially. Which would honestly be the first time I would ever have pulled that off. Here I think I just have, yeah. Okay, so we're going to gain some evade real quick. Yeah, 12 evade should be enough to deal with next turn. Okay. Baser is a free pickup, essentially. So I will grab it. Okay. So, yes, there is an infinite where I pick up Tariff A, and then I loop that between math.max B and then the zero cost attack. That is an infinite you can do, but I don't think that's too interesting for a video, so we are not going to do it. I think just playing Detonate is more interesting. So let's see here, how can we make this better? I think reroll as an option can go. Better card. I don't think we need tax evasion right now. I at least want to get this up to something like 3 or higher before I start using that. Oh, there we go. This is 3 to the left. So this is going to go 1, 2, 3. I take damage from the fist and I dodge everything else. Double. And then I don't need block shot at all. Okay, this is going to go 1, 2, and 3 lanes all the way over there. There we go, we're defended. There we go. And this goes 1, 2, 3, so we are fine. Not enough taxes. We need more. Oh, forgiveness. Yeah, that actually helps a lot. Yeah, I will pick this up. What does capitalism do? This hurts us in the long run. Yeah, this is like thermal reactor, but it does hurt you more. There might be some cards or artifacts that help you a bit more. For example, government grant helps. So instead of you gaining the tax, you spend a bailout, and then the enemy gains a tax instead. But generically, thermal reactor is going to be better than capitalism, especially for longer fights as well. But yeah. I think Warp Mastery, because we do have an infinite now in our deck with these 3 cards, plus our artifact. It just takes a little bit of finessing. Actually, how much finessing does it take? So our deck size right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 at the very start, so we have to remove 2 cards through some means. Obviously, that can be both exhausting cards. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, do we already have it? spend one, redraw it, spend one. Okay, so if I double here, that goes up to 2, I go down to 1 energy. No, this is only a 2 cost because of energy refund. Wait, am I stuck in a loop? Huh, I am stuck in a loop. However, one more, what's it called? Attack should break it. Yeah, now we get exponential. You. How big do we want to make this? Like, I mean, we could go for 1,000. I think 1,000's good enough. Yeah, there we go. I think that's good. Yeah. So the enemy takes its turn, and then it takes roughly 300 damage. Oh, and we get 3 repair yards. Nice. So at this point, we just thin as much as we can. Tariff is still going to be needed at some point, so that's going to last. This is just an auto reject. Since we don't need any cards, we have our infinite. Block shot doesn't do anything. Then let's do top track. Okay. Spacer, draw more. Basic swap, keep drawing. Okay. Then... Okay, this is a good turn for us. So, double. Okay. Double again. There we go. And... let's see here. 18 plus 10 is 28. Multiply that by 3. 84 is our goal. For how much we need. There we go. We win. Oh, egg toss. Oh yeah, this is a neat card. I don't need it though. And then hull plating. Just in case we need to last a turn. But yeah, let's see here. Double the tax. Draw a lot more. And there we go. So we have an infinite setup. It might not be turn 1, but yeah, we do get there pretty quickly. And then energy refund just makes this substantially easier to execute. And yeah, this is less health than what Duncan had, so this is just a free win. We don't need anything. Rusting Colossus? Oh no, whatever am I going to do? Let's see here. I need energy. I need you. Okay, how much health does this actually have? It has 50. So this needs 150 tax to actually win in one shot. So sadly, we have to do this 3-card trick one more time. And then let's make sure we don't lose hull. Ooh, jettison hatch. I think just for the windscreen, I am not going to pick up jettison hatch, but this is the more optimal artifact to get. Okay. Shield surge. We do not need it. Okay. We unfortunately do not get lucky. But that's fine. Next turn we just win. Okay, draw everything. Double. And then, yeah, let's see if we can get a very big number. So, yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the mod. It is for sure an interesting one. I might do this again since there are a couple of other things Terra can do. And then same with like the other mods as well. I might return to them as well just so we get to explore more of what a mod has to offer. But yeah, just to give a overall summary of this run, my main idea going into this run was to try and use like tariff to get a bunch of tax instead of you know, abusing powers of 2. I wonder if I can get to the integer limit. Let's see here. I think. No, it's not in the millions. How big is it? You. Oh, it's 100 million. Let's see here. We're at 5. So, let's see here. Only a couple more times. But yeah, the other main strengths that we have used throughout this run is admin deploy. Just being able to thin out our own deck, so just so we get to our nice cards quicker. And yeah, tax evasion was also pretty important. I think this is a pretty well-designed card, as you now have to ask yourself if you want to spend tax or deal damage to an enemy. Also, I'm a little bit of an idiot. I can count shaken for how many powers of 2 I have. Oh! Andrew did it! Okay, so that's what happens if you get to the integer overflow limit. It just goes to 0. It doesn't go to the negatives. Okay, so we are going to go off to the side. We're going to make sure it has at least 1 tax. And then we're going to get a bunch of evade, as we're not drawing cards next turn. But yeah. Let's see here. 20 should be enough for 2 turns. And turn. We scoot out to the side, and then we just go for math.maxp again. Let's see here. 60 times 3 is 180. In case anyone was wondering. Double. Gain 2 energy. Hit you for now. And then thin out the deck. Okay. So maybe going for the integer limit was not ideal. But yeah, no, at 2 you can go for it. So yeah, if you remember, I said 180 was the goal. Which shouldn't be too much, since we double each time, or nearly double. There's probably an equation you can do to map this out. And then, yeah. There we go, we scoot off to the side, and then we one-shot. Okay. Yeah. This is... I kind of already ran through the run already, but I hope you guys enjoyed. And I wish you have a nice day. Take care.